Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all accounting, finance, and FP&A superstars across the globe. This is Chris Ortega from Fresh FP&A, and I'm here for your weekly accounting, finance, FP&A tip and trick of the week. So this week's tip and trick of the week is about not being comfortable and always the answers, right? Listen, we've all been in that situation where that executive or that manager or that business colleague or that external partner, the banking partner, and they say, "Hey, do you know what the average revenue was for the last 6 months?" Right? And I don't know about you, but I don't know when the CFOs, accounting, finance, FP&A people got the stigma of like we memorize every number that we know. Like I'm not that person. And I've been plenty of times where you feel that anxiety, you feel that pressure, and you're just like, am I going to look bad because I don't know this number? Am I going to look bad because I don't know what the last 12-month net business dollar retention rate is? It's totally fine. And I think a great way of answering that is saying, hey, that's a great question. Let me go back and get that number for you. And totally being fine about that. Like you don't always have to fake it till you make it. And I don't know where the stigma came that accounting, finance, FP&A, and CFOs should just have memorized numbers in the back of their heads like all the time. Like we don't, it's okay. So my challenge and tip and trick this week is being comfortable that to say like, you know what, that's a great question. I don't have that information right now. Give me a second. I'll go back and get that to you and I'll be right on to get it for you. It's okay to not always know the number. Now, there are some numbers that you should be knowing, like you should know, like, hey, what's your year-over-year revenue growth rate? Or those key KPIs of like burn rates. Like you should be able to know those, but it's okay if you're challenged inside the business. A business partner asks you, your CEO asks you, an external person asks you, and they're like, hey, man, do you know what that number was? You know what? Hey, that's a great question. I don't know the number right off the top of my head, but give me a second. Let me go get that, and I'll get that to you pretty here as soon as I can. That's totally fine. So that's my tip and trick of the week for you this week is being comfortable to not always have the answer, whether it's a metric, whether it's a strategy. It's totally fine. You'll figure it out. Don't let that anxiety build. Don't let that stress build. You've got this. So that's my tip and trick of the week. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on all of our socials at Fresh FP&A on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the different social media avenues that we have. And always remember, keep pushing, never settle, and the best is yet to come. Let's get it.